Hi guys, and welcome to this analysis and forecast on the dollar. So I've decided to do this short forecast on what I expect the dollar index to be doing in the coming in the first quarter of 2021. So this is going to be a detailed analysis which is going to involve me linking up the technical analysis part to the fundamentals that we are expecting in the first quarter of the year, mainly the inauguration of Joe Biden. There's gonna be a bit of movement when that finally eventually happens, and then we also have how he is going to tackle the trade wars and how is he gonna deal with the Eurozone and with England, presumably on its own after Brexit. But as far as I'm concerned at the moment, that's a bit on the stalemate right now. So we are going to discuss dollar index, highlighting the important price points that we need to be well aware of when we are doing our trading. Remember, you don't go blind into the markets. Dollar index is your guide. You can't just go trade Aussie dollar, New Zealand dollar, or Euro dollar without knowing what dollar index is doing. So we're gonna start from a monthly chart, and as you can see on the monthly chart, when we look in the last quarter we have had price being bearish. That's the last 3 months, and before that we had a correction to the upside during the month of September. So already I've got one aspect of the market that's in relation to current price action that we need to take note of, and that's the down close candle of August before the correction that happened in September. So I'm just gonna highlight the last down close candle that we have had in the last quarter, and the reason why I'm doing that, right? So I'm gonna highlight the body of the candle. Okay, I need this to be filled up. The reason why we are highlighting this price action is because that is the level which was broken when the market resumed its downtrend, which we saw from here. You see the downtrend that we saw the whole of 2020, sorry. There was a pause in the market right here before it resumed to the downside. So you can clearly see this was a correction. We had a correction in September, but then after September the bearish momentum resumed and market tumbled down to the downside. So now that's the main reason why I'm highlighting the down close candle that we've had, because that candle on its own, it's gonna offer us opportunities when market comes back into this range, right? Market is gonna offer us opportunities. So now when we also look at the current price, which is sitting at 90.33, that's the dollar index. When we look to the left, we also have a very interesting price action here, right? We've got a down close candle here that was January 2018, which closed at 88.95. Then we had a rally to the upside, but we didn't close yet above the January 2018 open. Then we had this down close candle which was broken to the upside. Now this candle here becomes automatically it becomes an important part of the current price action. Why is that so? Because this candle price broke to the upside, and then we saw bullish momentum going to the upside, right, after we closed above this down candle. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to highlight the candle. I'm going to highlight the candle and extend my rectangle. Now also take note, remember this becomes a thing of instinct. You have to know what you are doing. We need to include the price action of the last down close candle, which is this guy, right? So that means in this price action, right? So now you can clearly see I've marked my zone, and these are the zones that we are looking at. You see here, price broke to the upside. Now we have dipped in to that price action, which now translates to our bullish order block. This guy now translates to our what? Our bullish order block. So I'm gonna mark that out. Now this is on a monthly chart, remember, so the time frame is a bit high for you to consider long trades at this moment in time, but we are going to highlight our bullish OB, right? So the last shaded area, that's the area where we're going to be hunting for long trades. But looking at the time that we are in December now, going into January, and we've got the festive season ahead of us in 2 weeks. In a week's time, we've got the festive season, so there's going to be low volume in the market, guys. You need to take note of that. There's going to be low volume. What that means is there might be a little bit of too much manipulation in the market, right? I do expect the dollar to gain momentum in the first quarter of 21. I do expect the dollar to gain momentum and erase some of the losses that it has seen the past 2 months. So you need to be in a position to link the fundamentals that are coming through to understand how you're going to take the opportunity to look for long positions or to expect strength coming back into the dollar. So now we've highlighted our bullish order block. Now there's a level that we need to specifically take note of, and that's the 50% level of the order block. This is where we're going to be hunting for our opportunities, guys, right? We're going to be hunting for opportunities in the order block. Okay, let me just move this so that I have this guy up here, right? And then I'm gonna put back this guy on the 50% mean threshold of the monthly OB, right? So we've got our 50% mean threshold on the monthly, right? So this is our 50% mean threshold. Ideally, this is the area that you need to start hunting for long entries. But it's just not a case of seeing price approaching that level and then you say, okay, I'm going to go long now. No, you need to align the stars. The stars must align in terms of technical and fundamental. As you can see right now, dollar is weak, and yes, we've been talking about this in the group. Dollar is weak, and we're still expecting further weakness coming into dollar as we approach the end of the year. So now the 50% mean threshold on the monthly, that is the area that is going to offer you great opportunities, ideal conditions in fact, I must say, for you to start hunting for long entries. That's the 89.80 price point, right? So once you've done this on the monthly, once you have done this already, you can see you have a structure to work with. We've already seen that dollar is weak. We've seen where price is heading to, and I told the guys in the group and the ones that came to the class, I think 2 weeks ago, when November closed, I told you if it closes below the closing of the last down candle, if it closes below that, then we are going to see December going all the way to 89.80. We are just a few pips away from that price point right now, and there's no reason why we are still gonna see that level being reached. So now what does it do to your trading? How does this help you in making a decision to trade, say, GBP USD, Euro USD, or USD JPY? Remember, when dollar is weak, you're going to see strength in euro, right? You're gonna see that ideally it will be good for you to trade long on Aussie dollar, New Zealand dollar, and you're going to be shorting USD JPY. You see, you're going to be long on gold. So already you can see those assets, the 4 assets that I've mentioned, and you can't really tell me that you can't get at least 20 or 30 pips from each and every one of those assets during the week, which is going to total to at least 100 to 120 pips per week. Very easy, but you need to understand this guy. You see, this guy is the kingpin for you to be able to master those other majors that I have talked about. So now, once we have highlighted our monthly levels that we are going to be looking at, I'm going to drop down to a weekly chart. So remember, the gray shaded area, that's our monthly order block. The solid black line represents our 50% mean threshold on the monthly time frame. So now I'm on the weekly chart. Things start becoming what? Interesting now. So now what this does now, when you go onto a weekly chart, you are now minimizing your what? Your exposure, right? Because you've got more price action now. You see, our monthly order blocks becomes less when we drop down to a weekly time frame. What I mean by that is, when we see this, the gray shaded area is our monthly level, but inside that monthly level we've got a weekly level to look at, and you can see in this price action here, we've got a last down close candle right here. You see, that's the last down close candle on the weekly time frame. All right, I'm just gonna give it a different color shade. So that's a weekly time frame. So now you can see already, right now, dollar is on its way down on the weekly time frame. And what does this tell you? We're in a bearish weekly order flow. You're looking for short trades on the dollar, and you are looking for long trades on Euro USD, and presumably you're also looking for long trades on GBP USD, though you need to be a bit careful regarding the pound because of Brexit. So now, once you have highlighted your weekly levels, then you must dissect the chart. Read the chart. What is it telling you? Already we've seen that, okay, we are going what? Short, right? But we also have this up close wick here. What does that tell you? That's a new level of supply, right? Preferably market might retest this price action before a continuation to the downside. That is more on a lower time frame, right? And we've got this gray shaded area, which is our monthly level. That's August price action there. When price retest, we could see a retest to this area. This will be an opportunity for you to short the market. I hope you understand exactly what I'm trying to show you guys regarding the dollar index. Those in the mentorship group, you already know some of these things and how it helps you in trading the other pairs. So now, when you have highlighted that weekly level, is very important, because the more we go to a lower time frame, now we are getting closer to our entry time frame, which is H4 and H1, right? Now we are on okay, let me zoom in a bit. We are on the daily time frame, and now we need to focus in this price action here. You can now see already when price broke the August close, which is this gray shaded area here, we dropped all the way to the opening of the last down close candle on a monthly chart. Now look what's happening on our weekly level. We're getting a bit of rejection, but now every up close candle, if you look from the time that it broke below this range here, every up close candle has offered great opportunities to go to the downside. There's a lot of criteria that you can approach this market. Already you can see here we've got price imbalance, right? That imbalance on its own offered an opportunity here, offered an opportunity here, offered an opportunity here, because of this imbalance. You see, this for me, clear short to the downside, because we've got price imbalance illustrated there. And if you don't know what price imbalance is, then I suggest you need to join the mentorship group, because that's some of the stuff which I cannot explain here because it's gonna take forever to explain. So now we are on a daily chart and we've already seen, okay, market is really going to the downside, but now we've got our monthly 50% mean threshold here. This should be your target on dollar index. The moment you see price reaching there, right, then you're hunting for long trades, targeting where the price imbalance is located, right? So we need to see this type of price action, price dropping down here, right? Once price drops down there, your risk becomes less, right? You've got a risk of 90 pips at least, which is still quite huge, right? So you need to wait a bit for price to reach the 89.80. But yes, 90 pips will be a bit too much. But if you look at the potential reward from the 50% mean threshold to the next level that you expect price to find some resistance, you see we've got 140, 150, that's close to 1.5 return ratio. Then all the way to the next point of interest, we've got 232, that's more than 1:2 return ratio. So it's these things that you need to understand, guys. When you're looking at the chart, you must understand that you need to know these things. You see, already on H4 you can see the last 8 hours dollar corrected to the upside a couple of 27 pips. Now the last 8 hours, if we go to Euro USD, the last 8 hours, you're gonna see that price was bearish. There you go. You see, price was bearish. You see, 36 pips. If we come to GBP USD, right, we go to the last 8 hours. Look at the last 8 hours. Price took out a high, creating what? Short liquidity for this drop that we have seen now. You see? This drop that we have seen. We had market taking out this high here. What's lying above there? We've got buy stops. What does buy stop do to us as institutional traders? They create short liquidity. You see? Imagine how many people were trapped here, right? Once that happens, boom, we are shorting it. 50 pips. And the same thing applies if you go to say USD JPY, right? The last 8 hours on USD JPY. You see, it's not a coincidence, guys. Look, the last 8 hours USD JPY has moved 37 pips, and that's all from looking at dollar index testing your weekly bullish order block. Remember this blue shaded area, that's our weekly bullish order block on dollar index. So it's not that difficult, guys, to be trading these currency pairs, as long as you understand now what the dollar is doing. So as of now, we are still strong bearish on the dollar, but that doesn't mean you can't look for long entries at the levels that it's approaching, but you need to be well calculated the way you look for your entry positions. So I hope this short analysis will help to trigger your thoughts in understanding what the dollar is doing right now, because many people, they just go in blindly. You can't go blindly in the markets, guys, otherwise you're just gonna get burned. You'll be donating to the market. So I do hope this short analysis that I've done is going to help you in making informed decisions, though my advice now is try to put in more of your learning during this time, because the market is going to be up and about. There's going to be low volume in the market right now as we go into Christmas and the new year. So use this specific period of time to learn more about the market, how to read the market, and understand how the dollar moves, what affects the dollar, and all that it entitles, right? So yeah, this is what I wanted to share with you guys, and I'm going to be uploading a few more videos now on the channel, since I've got time now to record and upload more videos, because past 2 months I was just procrastinating, guys, to rearrange my home office, and so finally I'm done with that. So yeah, I'll be uploading more videos for you guys, and if you haven't subscribed to the channel, just click the subscribe button below, and we'll really appreciate that. And if you want to join the mentorship, just send us an email, and we'll get back to you regarding the steps on how to go about that. So yeah, I wish you guys good luck and happy trading. Thank you.